Hi, the Frosting Guy here from www.caninecakery.com. That's the letter K, the number 9, CAKERY.com. We're doing a series of videos on cakes for dogcakeworld.com, and today we're going to do the Be My Valentine cake, because Valentine is a very special time of the year for you and your special loved ones, including the four-legged loved ones. Now, what does Valentine bring to mind? Typically the color's red and the color's white, heart shapes, Cupid, arrows, those types of things. Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to do an all-natural Be My Valentine cake, and it's going to have the colors red and white, and it's going to be perfect for a Valentine's treat for your dog. We start off with our basic caninecakery.com whole wheat cake mix. Now, I said white. This is a little bit off-white because we use whole wheat flour instead of bleached white flour. We want to keep all the nutrients and all the value in the cake, so it's actually something healthy for your dog as opposed to a lot of empty calories. To that cake mix, we add 1 egg. And whenever you're making a cake, you need to make sure you follow the directions on the back of the box, because this cake can be made in the conventional oven or the microwave oven, and the things that you add are a little bit different, so you've got to pay attention when you're doing it. We're going to add 1/3 cup of water, 1/4 cup of oil, and we're going to whisk by hand because it really doesn't take that much to get this all combined. We say electric mixers are discouraged, they're too fast, they beat the ingredients too quickly, and you really don't want that. Using your hand and a hand mixer is perfectly fine. You can see how quickly this came together. Okay, now, this is a very simple cake. And let me stop you real quick before we go further and add the other ingredients. You'll see today I've got some round-shaped cupcake tins. There are heart-shaped molds out there. There are bone-shaped molds made by Canine Cakery. We have paw-shaped molds that we make. So there's a lot of different designs that you can use. And it is Valentine's, so you may want something other than the typical round cupcake. But for purposes of the video, we're staying with the round cupcake today. To our cake mix, we're going to add vanilla powder. And we encourage you to use natural vanilla powder because we want to keep this an all-natural cake. Vanilla powder is something that's very strong. It gives that great vanilla flavor that I think pretty much everybody loves, and it makes it an extra special little cake. So, how do we get the red in? Well, this is something called ground annatto. Could we put artificial food coloring in here and make it red? Of course we could, but we're going for an all-natural cake. So if we're going to do all-natural, we need an all-natural color. Well, annatto is a seed, and it's simply a very bright red seed that is ground up and turned into annatto powder. Of course, this is very difficult to find, but not when you go to caninecakery.com, because we have all the specialty products for dogs available on our site. Now all you're going to do is you're going to add annatto powder, and it's up to you as to how much you add, because you'll see I've added, about 2 tablespoons so far, and let's see what that does in terms of color. You can see how it's starting to give that red hue to the cake already. And so you'll play with this and you'll add as much as you want to get as saturated a color as you choose. And is it going to be the bright red that you would normally get? No, because we're not using bleached flour. We're using whole wheat flour. So this is a Valentine's red, but it's not going to be a super, super bright red. So for purposes of our demonstration, you can see how that's already turned it red, and we can just add more and make it a deeper color as we choose. We're going to go ahead and take that, and we're going to spoon it into our cupcake mold. And you can see this is how it comes out. But when you buy the cake mix from Canine Cakery, you also get Fido's frosting. Now Fido's frosting comes as a natural white frosting. So you'll end up with your red cake with your white frosting. You can also color the frosting if you choose. And one thing you may want to do is just take a little marshmallow, white marshmallow, put it on the top. It gives you that white color on top of the red cake, and it's another way to bring the color in. So we encourage you to experiment. We encourage you to visit dogcakeworld.com, where you can bring your own recipes. Maybe you found a way to make this cake even better. So please share that with our community and our forums, and you'll find more and more videos that I'll be posting along over time as we develop more and more recipes for you. So again, this is the Frosting Guy from caninecakery.com, bringing you the Be My Valentine cake for dogcakeworld.com.